0 of 9 credit. WWE.com going into WWE Hell in a Cell 2021, nothing on the card felt necessary. It was a series of rematches and lingering feuds, rather than exciting, fresh storylines or interesting twists and turns. Even the biggest selling point, the cage itself, has lost its reputation over the years and is more of a disappointment than the fearsome stipulation it once was. This was a steep hill to climb in order to convince viewers this pay-per-view was worth their time. However, given the level of talent on show, it wasn't impossible. Now that the show is over, how did things turn out? Were there more positives or negatives? Which moments stood out as the best and worst of the night? Presented in order of appearance, here is a breakdown of the biggest highlights and low points of Hell in a Cell 2021.2 of 9 credit. PeacockTV.com After all these years, WWE still can't figure out how to make pre-shows worthwhile. That's even more frustrating when there are problems even watching what ultimately ends up being a waste of time. An ongoing issue with the Kickoff is that it is self-defeating. If WWE wants everyone to watch the television episodes, it shouldn't break down recap material to reward those who didn't bother checking out Raw and SmackDown. But the fans who do watch those shows have to sit through an hour of recap footage they've already seen. Then again, that's if they're even able to watch it. Peacock viewers are not only still several minutes behind other feeds, a problem that has to be corrected as soon as possible, but it also took nearly 15 minutes to load the Kickoff at all. Instead of being able to tune in, anyone who clicked on it saw the message above about how the event had already finished. All of these issues should have been sorted out before the switch. That arbitrary deadline of getting everything back to normal by SummerSlam is fast approaching, too. But if you watched on YouTube, you got to see the gripping match that they waited until the last minute to announce. Mandy Rose against Natalya. That in itself presented other problems. 3 of 9 credit. WWE.comOn such a weak card as this, why wasn't this at least a women's tag team championship match to give it something worth investing in? Rose against Natalya is a match most people wouldn't pay much attention to on Raw, let alone go out of their way to check it out on a PPV. Had Rose won, it would have felt like she made more of a case for herself and Dana Brooke to earn a title match down the line. By losing, though, it means nothing was accomplished other than proving the only women's tag team outside of the champions isn't worthy of fighting for the belts. 4 of 9 credit. WWE.comIdeally. This would have had more heat going into it than just revolving around Bayley laughing and Bianca Belair being the one to ask for a rematch, but these two at least delivered well enough in the ring. Of course, modern-day Hell in a Cell matches aren't as violent and brutal as they once were.